He spent a lot of time in this room doing lots of good work for our citizens, and now he's retiring. Hi, I'm Maureen Russell Hodson, and this is Springboro Here and There. We are here in Springboro City Council chambers along with Jim Chmiel, and you've already had your last City Council meeting. How does it feel?
It was great. They sent me off with a bang.
Really, very much in style and
Yeah.
very much appreciative of all the work you've done. So 24 years looking back, how did you even start in local government working with the City Council?
Well, I actually started in the grocery business. I had been in the grocery business for 29 years before changing careers. And
Chmiel's,
our store was
right?
in Centerville.
Yeah.
And so I had a lot of interaction with the Centerville community leaders and the schools. And we were active with the Americana Festival. We sponsored awards for the pageant.
Okay.
So it was a lot of fun. So with that business background, you know, city government was something I never really thought about getting into, but the time afforded me at that time. So when the appointment was available, I applied for it, and I was awarded the position. And I didn't know a whole lot of what I was doing when I started, and I probably don't know much now that
I don't
I'm finishing.
believe that. So we're talking about 2002, something. Okay. So you're on City Council, and just kind of remind folks who was on City Council at that time.
Oh, well, it was,
Yeah.
the mayor was Mayor, John
Of
Hagenbrod,
course.
and Marie Bell Palsy was serving, and Greg Bell. Oh, I forgot Gary Ruska was also, and Bruce Camille were the group that I was serving with at the beginning. So,
All right.
and
then
over the years,
yeah.
you know, we've had different elections, different council members have moved on for different reasons, but the current council that we have has just been a blast to work with. And I hated to leave because there was not a reason with what I was doing
Yeah.
with the city, but it was just timing with my family and everything like that. I just felt I needed to get a little more room in my schedule, because I do, you know, I'm an independent contractor and I'm still working. People think I've retired now that this
Oh, I
has all
see,
happened,
yeah.
but you know, I'm getting all
Retired
these
from council,
messages.
business still open.
Congratulations, Jim. Are you still working? I'm like, yeah.
You're still open for business.
Yes.
Tell us about your family, because I don't think folks know how many children and grandchildren you have, and such a lovely wife.
She is great. We've been married for 44 years, and we have 5 children, 4 boys, and our youngest is a daughter. And they all were Springboro high school graduates and all went on to get careers in college and all the good things they do. And then they've started having children. And so we're up to 11 and 1 on the way, grandchildren. So they're a lot of fun.
They're a lot of fun, and they
As
probably
much fun
take a
as
lot
my
of.
kids were,
Oh,
the
they're more
grandkids
fun.
were just so fun.
Okay. So 24 years, we talked about 2002. We've had quite a lot of development and boom and great things happening. I mean, this is such a wonderful city rooted in so much history, but also so many good things, even in the last 20 some odd years. What have you seen as major changes?
Well, you know, I moved here in 1971. So, you know,
What was it like then?
There was one flashing light where the bus garage is.
Okay.
There was one light at 741 and 73, and that was it. Speed limit was 65 on 741.
Is that right?
It was 2 lanes, one each direction, and the drop off on each side of the road was just death-defying. I mean, it was just a country highway at that time. And, you know, as the city has grown since I started serving on council, I'm sure people can remember when you would get off the interstate to come to Springboro. You'd either get off at the Dayton Mall or you would get off at the 73 exit to go towards Franklin or Springboro. And since the building of the Austin Road interchange, it's taken that problem away where you had to be stacked on the highway at 73 to get off. So now everything's really smooth that way. And with the population growing and the development that's happened, the need for the infrastructure and all, you know, has been met during the time that I've been serving on council. And, you know, we're still working on it with, you know, with the schools and with the traffic for, you know, back and forth on 741 South. It's a work in progress, but it's still being thought out to improve.
I was gonna say, I think council really helps manage the growth so that people might say, oh, we're growing. Well, we've always been growing, right? But it just seems like it's such well-managed growth because council really looks at what's going to happen today, what's going to happen in 5 years, what does this look like in 20 years? So
Yeah, and we've had a lot of leadership too. I mean, Chris Bizzuto and Chris Thompson, together with their visions and their contributions, they've really done a lot of work that council really can't take credit for. And
we've got that on record.
We get to say yes or no, we can do this, but the long and short of it is the staff just makes all this so possible. And the grants that we receive and the different funding from opportunities and the senators and congressional people that have made it possible for us to get improvement money. It's all been
a lot of good budgetary support, as well for a lot of projects. I have to go back to 71 though. Did you know about everybody in the community at that time? I mean, that seems like it's probably very small then. Maybe.
My graduating class was 146 people.
Oh, okay.
The classes now I think are
500 plus, probably 550
they're
plus.
big,
Yeah.
So it was, you didn't know everybody, but I think everybody kind of knew you.
Yeah.
So it was a different time.
And a lot of those folks are still in the community, right? Yeah, that makes it nice. That's why everybody congratulates.
So where I grew up, it now, if you look out the window of the house, it overlooks Heatherwood Golf Course. It used to be a Angus steer farm. And the gentleman that owned it, his name was Marstall. And he was like in his 90s when I was a kid. And his family, they raised Angus breeding cattle, and they were all steers. And I would help him bale hay, and we would, help him feed the cattle. And his wife would always build or make a big farm meal for us after we'd get done baling. And we were making like 75 cents an hour. It was great.
You're a rich guy.
We were making it.
Oh, what a great memory. Well, let's jump forward a little bit. So you've been really involved with quite a few committees, but I know I associate you with Park Board a lot. What has that meant to you over the years working with the Park Board?
It's been a lot of fun, and just to touch on a few of the park improvements that have happened since I've been on council and on Park Board, the acquisition of the Clean Ohio grant to purchase the Milo Beck property that is now Milo Beck Park. That was a big improvement for our parks. And then we received close to a 40-acre donation at Clear Creek Park to increase the size of Clear Creek Park. And then we acquired Hazelwood Park just, a short number of years ago. And little places like, you take like Casey Jane Park and the splash pad, the donation that we received from the Hausfeld family.
Yes.
And it was named after
Casey
so
Jane.
That was, those kind of things are heartwarming and rewarding to see happen. So.
And really shows the connection. I think people really love us for our parks. We have passive parks, we have active parks. Of course, Splash Pad right now is booming because of
the walking
weather.
Trails are like second to none in the city. If you're at all out in the community, you can't do anything without walking. It's just great.
So a lot of that was all planned and something that Park Board worked on for years and years.
And also the concerts in the park.
I was going to say, you're going to make that.
Yeah, the concerts in the
park.
park
is really blown up too.
It started out, we would have 4 concerts every July. There would be one on, I believe, Tuesday nights were concert night.
Okay.
And it's grown into now we have concerts starting in June and 2 nights a week and additional groups. And then the Playhouse South started doing their performances after the concert series. And
that's kind of morphed it now to Springboro Community Theater. So that was a big change. Yeah. So something happening in terms of entertainment throughout the summer at the park, but then also the Dayton Children's Playground.
Yeah.
Big accomplishment to have that over there.
Right. And those things are just unheard of at the time when we started. And now they're just everywhere in the community. We've got so many nice things.
Wright Station has to be another accomplishment
what a vision.
You feel good about.
And that was one, we did put a lot of planning into that. And it is morphed into just like a hub for the city. And it's so neat to see it. And back in the days when it was the IGA and the hardware store and all that, everybody hated to see that go, but things are going to change. But to see Wright Station become what it is when it would just be another closed-up shopping center in the evolution of things, so it's a big plus for the city.
Yeah, I think that goes back to the vision, and then the planning, and then the managing of that growth, which
And
really
keeping the
works out.
flavor of the historical district. You know,
Yeah.
that's been a big thing for the council to keep that integrity of the city's history in the planning of things we do near it and around the city.
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you, is there a favorite spot you have somewhere in Springboro that you really love, or brings back a great memory, or just a great place for you to go?
Yeah.
Okay, let us know.
It's easy. I've got 2 Labrador
Okay.
retrievers, and
Oh.
they're 5 years old right now. But since they've been puppies, I've been taking them down to Milo Beck
Okay.
Prairie, and we go to the prairie at least once a week, and it's just the most beautiful place. And I like to get there at sunup, and we'll get there, and you know, they run and just have a great time. Naturally, they're on a leash, but.
Following policy.
Oh, yes, yes. But they do enjoy it, and I do too. So to me, that's just like the prettiest place in town. And the wildflowers in that prairie, it's just gorgeous.
Probably every year there's been a major project that this council has worked on.
Right. And, you know, 24 years sounds like a long time, but it's amazing how quick it's gone. And when I first started, you know, I'm not a real public kind of person. I've always been kind of a loner. And when I started doing this, I thought, well, okay, you're appointed to city council now. And I said, I've got 3.5 years left on this term.
You're already doing the math.
So it's going to take me, I'm going to have at least like 50 some more meetings and this and that. And, you know, I can do this that long. I can do this. I never knew that I would grow to like it as much as I have. So it's totally different than the way I thought it would go.
Well, what are you going to miss most about the council or about the activities from council?
You know, the council meetings are great. I've complimented the mayor so many times on him having the invocation done before the meeting starts.
Yeah.
I think it's just the greatest thing to start the meeting with a prayer. And the different awards that we get to present to people that are either doing historic preservation or the police officers that sworn in, you know, those things are all just like, people don't realize how great things can be done in this council chambers and celebrate the community. And we've been lucky to do that. And that, to me, that's what I'll probably miss the most, is just those opportunities to congratulate and reward people for good things they do.
There's so many good things happening. I have to tell you, what touched me the most and was so genuine is when our mayor said to you, Jimmy, I love you so much. And it was so heartfelt. And I thought that really says a lot about council, about your relationship with him, and about all the good things that you've done. And I think it just kind of fell out when he was, you know, I don't think he planned to say it. It was very, very touching. I'm sure that was touching for you too.
And I told him I loved him back.
I know. I don't think you see that very
Right.
often, but it kind of goes beyond your elected positions, and just that there's a real genuine friendship.
Absolutely.
And you can kind of feel that when you come to a council meeting.
Yeah, and anybody that knows the mayor realize that he's hard not to love. He's
and what you see is what you get,
such a
right?
great-
Yeah. I
such a
thought that
great
was
person to be around.
very sweet and very memorable. When so we have a new council member appointed. So Wendy Grosjean is going to be our new council member. What advice would you give her or anybody coming new to council about what this position is like or what to expect?
You know, the advice I would give is just don't worry as much about being heard as taking in what is going on, and you'll get your opportunity to make the comments or the suggestions after you get a little bit of time in and witness what's going on, because everybody on council brings a different experience and a different history to the table. And when you watch all that working together, you know, we're all from such different backgrounds. It all, you know, you have to watch it first before you try to make it something. We all work together and come out with a good result.
And so that's such good advice for anything. Be a good listener. Take it all in first before
Absolutely.
you do that.
The determination to make Springboro better is always at the top of the list. So
where you did, kudos for you because you did a great job. 24 years is a long time. That is a career that you spent making Springboro the place that everybody knows and loves. So we really appreciate all that you've done. We're going to miss seeing you. I'm going to miss seeing you up here because you're always so friendly and welcoming to everybody who comes to council.
And my wife has been so supportive of all the things that I've done too.
Yeah.
I can't
You
say
forget because she's
how much-
by herself when you're out here doing all these other things, right?
It's like a free time for her.
She
And then the phone rings and it's one of the kids. No, but she's great and my kids are great, and I think I promised somebody a shout out. I don't recall, but
Oh, one of your kids are,
Yeah.
okay. Shout out to all of
probably-
the Chmiels. We want to make sure. So in your whole extended family, what's the number? Do you even know, with 12 siblings or one of 12 and all the cousins?
Oh gosh, we're up in the 70s as far as kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids. It's a pretty large family.
Okay, so anyone connected with the Chmiels, we're giving you a shout out, right? Right now.
Right.
And we wish you all the best. Thank you for your years of service. I look forward to seeing you around town.
Thanks, Maureen.
Yes,
It's been my
thank
pleasure.
you. Absolutely. For more information about the city, you can always go to our website or check us out on social. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much for all of your service. And we will see you next time.